Всем привет, дорогие друзья, меня зовут Сергей, и это канал Махненко. Мы продолжаем с вами играть в Алана Уэйка. И мы сейчас находимся в психиатрической больнице, не знаю, где мы находимся. И следуем за доктором Хартманом. Люди искусства, да что ты. Угу. Как всегда, у нас уже нету ни фонарика, ни пистолета, ни дробаша, ни гранаты, ни хрена у меня уже ничего нету. Окей, погнали. Уверен, ночью снова к нам заглянет темная сущность.
So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Ну, мы-то уже знаем, что... Ну, хотя я даже не знаю, может, это реально... ну, все это у него в башке.
Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Что тебе объяснять не буду. Кто такой, чтобы я тебе объяснял? Что-то у вас тут. Да, красивое место. Да, это красивое место. Я не спорю.
I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a minute.
Да, конечно.
This way, follow me.
И почему я это не удивлен?
Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head.
Тяжело даже читать. И там читать тяжело. Да.
Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Тут медсестры есть.
Scary. Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Что за Джудик, блин? О! Ха!
Come, Alan, this way.
Что, все, что ли? Давай еще. Понятно все. Ладно, окей, пошли дальше.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Опа.
Romanticism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s.
А, взяли новые имена. Я подумал, что их реально так назвали.
Even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Что?
That won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it.
Да.
Continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Да, это точно.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
Forget a crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here's
У меня, кстати, молоточек такой есть.
me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Серьезно? Давайте почитаем.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up.
Эмиль? И кто такой Эмиль? Интересно.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Так, читать. Где? А, вот это читать? Не вот это. А где читать? А. Добро пожаловать в дом на озере Калдрон. Мы окажем вам всю необходимую помощь. Тем не менее, просим соблюдать следующие правила. Попросите друзей или близких заранее планировать посещение, чтобы они не приходились во время ваших лечебных процедур и или творческой деятельности. Кроме того, просим вас уважать право на уединение и личное пространство других пациентов, особенно когда они заняты творчеством. Будьте терпеливы. Большинство наших пациентов сталкиваются с долговременными творческими трудностями, которые не решаются за одну ночь. Позвольте себе тратить столько времени, сколько нужно. Помните, что вы добровольно соглашаетесь на лечение, специально подобранное для вас. Терапия вовлечения и ее аналог метод потока. Наиболее эффективны тогда, когда пациент активно вовлечен в их формирование. Если вас что-то беспокоит, не стесняйтесь об этом говорить. Окей. Меня ничего не беспокоит. Выпустите меня, пожалуйста.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
Он босс.
Hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you know who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from...
С ним мы не пообщались.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these
Hartman
things.
wanted me to
A
write.
lot of them.
I knew
the
I
images
couldn't,
just keep
but I
coming.
figured I should just
Dr.
play along
Hartman
for now.
likes them.
It was the
He
only
has
thing I
them
could
in
do
his
with Nurse
office.
Birch watching me like a hawk. Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Да, тебе становится лучше, намного лучше. Чё?
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up.
Every morning, and one with every meal, and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me...
You can get to your room by those stairs.
Да хорош мне приказывать. Столбал. Знаю, что нужно именно туда. Я туда иду.
Something's wrong. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin.
Где? А,
Always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
ну это же я или нет? Да, похоже, что я.
I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Погодите, это случайно не то место? А, не туда идти, да? Вон туда идти. А, не, это совсем не то место. Получается, я сейчас сяду и буду печатать. Ну, конечно же.
My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Сомневаюсь.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Так, где тут выход-то? А, вот он. Взять страницу? Еще где? Барри в доме.
Giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al?
А, так у нас еще и Барри был здесь. О, термос.
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Так, окей, пошли в кабинет. О, еще одна страница. Мод подводит Хартмана.
Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time.
Кто такой мод? Не пойму.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge.
Это был похититель еще.
He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Охренеть.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry!
Здорово!
Glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah.
Так, отлично. О, и пистолет.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Глянь, он еще и довольный. Ну, конечно, я бы тоже был бы, конечно, довольным. F5.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio left.
А, так это все-таки правда. Вот блин, а?
On me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Это, блин, хреново. Ага, я понял. Так. Ёперный гараж, куда идти-то? Наверх, наверх, бегом, бегом, бегом. Опа. Ой. Вот, хорошо, хорошо. Мне надо фонарик найти. Фонарик — это самое мощное оружие вообще в этой игре. Ё-моё. А-а-а! О-о-о-о-о! Сигнальная ракета. Так, отлично. Тихо. Ой-ой-ой-ой, не сюда. Черт. Все-таки сюда. А как мне? Вот так вот, что ли? Все-таки я правильно сделал. То, еще одна. Смотрим. Задача Хартмана.
He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman.
Ну конечно же, Хартман просто хотел присвоить все, что написал Алан Уэйк себе. Ну естественно. Тот еще говнюк просто получается. И чё? О. Нет. Так. Ай, больно, больно, больно. Так, хорошо. Бежим, 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 бежим. О, отлично. Дай фонарик. Ни хрена себе. Валим. О-о. Ё-моё, валим. Валим отсюда, нафиг мне это все надо. Блин. Так, хорошо. Хорошо. Кто? А если я вот так вот пройду, то он меня не тронет? Нет, он меня не тронет. Хорошо. Погоди, ты, я понял. Сейчас я все сделаю. Ну, конечно же, в лабиринт. Еще бы. Ты слышишь? Это ты молодец, конечно, что слышишь. Хорошо. Значит, нам сюда. Здесь ничего нет. Отлично. О, еще один листочек. И еще батарейки, еще патрончики. Шикарно. Давайте послушаем.
Surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy.
Так, отлично. Ну, вроде ничего такого... Да, что ты. Это, конечно, здорово, что они меня ищут. Пойдемте сюда. Оу! Сзади никого. О-о! Здорово! Хорош! Так, и куда идти-то? Вряд ли сюда. Не, вряд ли сюда. Пошли сюда. О, нашел. Патрончики. Это Хартман? Да, это Хартман. Ну, здорово, Хартман. О, еще и этот. Вообще жесть. Да хорош! Блин. Хорошо. Где он? О! Да хорош! Блин! Еще со птицами мне нужно бороться. Блин, а почему у меня 13 патронов? А, точно, патроны здесь. Я уже испугался, думаю, где патроны-то? Ладно, давайте попробуем еще раз. Где? Раз. Ага, пошли в жопу. Ага. Все, отлично. Повезло. Отлично. Теперь валим быстрее. Ох ты ж, ёперный карас. Секунду, подожди. Шикарно. Блин, я вот хочу вернуть крутой большой фонарик. Он возвращать-то мне не собирается. Давай. О, блин. Но это не тот дробыш.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he got...
Самое интересное, я до сих пор пока не понял, кто это такой Мот. Кто это вообще такой? О! Погоди. Ага. Фигушки. И патронов нет. Это плохо. Ой-ой-ой. Засранец. Где этот? Так, хорошо. Подождем. Все, отлично. Еще одна страница. На баре.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al.
Блин, надо быстрее идти, Барри напали. Это беда. Батарейки. Дальше, куда дальше? Ага, я вижу, куда идти. Фу! Вы откуда взялись? Откуда они только берутся? О! И термос, самое главное. Страница, я вижу. Хартман.
Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose this time.
Сломано. Хартман у нас.
Break Wake down. Give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile.
Вот Хартмана. В итоге всех поглотила тьма. О, Барри. Конечно.
Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Хватит болтать, давай открывай. Ой-ой-ой.
I'll find it, don't worry about it.
Ну, конечно. Говнюки.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it.
Так. О! Да блин! О-о-о-о! Тихо, давайте без этого.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
Ты офигел? Блин. Ага. Давай, блин. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Да, это было жестко. Я не знаю, как с этим справляться. Вот если была бы световая граната, это было вообще шикарно. Где он? Ага, вот. Хорошо. Не попал, гаденыш. Да иди ты! Ага, хрень тебе. Неужели?
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a teddy bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Охренеть.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man.
Блин, я надеюсь, Барри-то не умрет.
But they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to
О, ну конечно, конечно же.
God damn it, Al, talk to me.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Что ж, ребят, давайте на этом закончим, а в следующих сериях продолжим. На этом все, ребят. Ставим лайки, комментируем и обязательно подписываемся. Всем пока-пока.